Hello, welcome to the kitchen. I'm Bryony.
And I'm Tracy, and today we're going to show you how to make a fab evening meal, Mexican chicken fajitas. So if you're watching us live on Facebook, you can like, comment, wave. What else can they do? Just do something nice so that we know that you're there. Say hello. And if you've got any questions as we're going through, please post them in the feed, and our wonderful cameraman will relay your questions to us and we can answer them instantly, can't we?
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
So if you're watching on YouTube, then you can put your questions in the feed underneath, and we'll get back to you on those if we don't do it instantly, but we'll see how we go. So Bryony, chicken fajitas. This is one of my sister's recipes in the UK, and
we do all the family's recipes.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, she was
we
from
do
our
share.
tart from the other week.
I beg your pardon. She was our tart.
She was our tart.
Last week.
It was her
Sorry,
tart.
Amanda.
Sorry, Amanda.
I didn't. This is not
she
scripted.
knows I didn't. She knows you.
So yes, she gave me the recipe for that beautiful
tart. Excellent,
yes,
which I did at home
tart.
too. So,
yes. So we have got some diced chicken breast here, and we're going to make our own Mexican seasoning.
yeah, you don't have to need to have a.
No, you can
go out
buy
and buy
your own
Mexican.
Mexican mix if you want, but if you've got a pantry that's sort of relatively
Stocked
with spices, so I'm going to mix these ones up. Do you want to tell them what spices we've got in that?
Yeah,
while I'm
sure.
mixing up,
So
'cause
you've
I don't know
got
whether I
the
can talk at the same
smoked
time.
paprika, beautiful smoky flavour in that one. Mild paprika. You've got oregano and coriander and cumin. Now they're best buds, those ones. So you get a beautiful earthiness from the cumin and a zestiness from the coriander.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And
A little bit of salt on there as well, of course.
Excellent.
Lovely
And
Murray
so
River
I've
salt
got
flakes. I'm now tossing my breasts in this spicy mixture.
And I'm heating up. I've got a pan heated, and I'm going to get some oil in there, olive oil, into the pan so that we can get that chicken into a
it's not
nice
very clever plate, this, is it?
hot pan.
Look at that massive
salt flake.
salt flake.
It's
Look
like
at that. That's incredible. I
see
don't know
that?
whether the cameraman can pick that up, but that's a little pyramid of
Wow.
salt.
It's actually
That's
quite
really
impressive,
beautiful.
really.
It's actually got a little baby on it on the side, which I can see, but I don't know whether you'll be able to see that. But it's that sort of thing really excites me, because you know what they're
Obviously.
like at Murray River when the water comes up.
Can
They
I get
actually
the
get the
chicken over
salt. Oh yes, they actually get the salt, and they file every single little piece of salt down like that. It's amazing, isn't it?
By
So let's
hand,
not
like
move
little-
the chicken around.
Yeah,
We've got
so
quite a
I've-
lot of chicken, haven't we?
So you
we're
can
hungry.
marinate that the night before with the dry spices and get that flavour in if you
can
want.
I would just do it a couple of hours beforehand.
Yeah,
Unless
okay.
you're having fajitas
But if you're
for
at work,
breakfast.
it's a bit hard to do it when you're at work. What I'm saying, like preparation for a midweek meal, you could do it the night before.
I suppose, yeah, dry
suppose
rub.
so.
Yeah, never
Oh.
thought of doing that, because you're cooking the. It's not really. It's really to coat the spices rather than to coat the chicken, rather than actually having it marinating right the way through. You know, like our.
Okay, so it's quite
it's more of
acceptable
like-
to do it.
It's more of like a salt and pepper on the outside of the chicken.
And we're toasting off the spices in the pan on the chicken now.
Yes. So we're going to
And-
leave that until we get a little bit of colour underneath, because
Yep.
that's quite a lot of chicken in that pan.
There is.
But these fabulous Solid Technics pans are just proving to be the best pans in the kitchen. I'm going to get some from home. I think they're for home. Because I just think that they are absolutely fantastic. So they're cast iron, Australian made, Solid Technics, and we're absolutely loving them here in
Yeah,
the
well, I'd
kitchen.
heard quite a bit about them on Facebook before.
Yeah, quite a
we
few
got
of my
them in.
friends have got them as well, but we've got them now at work and want to get them at home as well. So, setting our spice aside, I'm just going to quickly pop my tortillas. Got some tortillas wrapped in here. I'm going to pop them in the oven. Take about 10 minutes to heat through in the oven while we're getting everything else organised. So, I've got an onion here. We're going to fry some onion and some green capsicum in the other frying pan. Now, when you're doing this at home, what I would suggest is that you fry the chicken first, take it out, rest it, fry the onion, or the other way around. Totally up to you. But
Don't
the
need
chicken's
two
really
pans.
nice. Oops. Chicken's really nice. Bit more oil in there. Chicken's really nice. Just rest it a little bit, because it's that breast. Otherwise, it can be a little bit dry. We don't want to overcook it, really.
Yep.
So resting it at the end will finish off the cooking and just keep it really nice and moist. So I'm just going to cut this into lyonnaise,
which is a slice.
And we're slicing it the same way that the lines run on the onion, just so that you know. Other way, you get this sort of rainbow cut, and it's not nearly as nice. And I'm pretty sure it tastes nicer this way as well.
I was going to say, does it taste different?
Yeah, definitely.
The different way you cut
All
it.
right, so I'm just going to pop those into that pan for Bri, and I'm going to do, now we've chosen, my sister always does green capsicum, and I'm sort of like, I do agree with her with this, because it's got that lovely sort of nice grassy flavour, really.
Green's
really
not my favourite capsicum.
I really like it in here.
Do you?
Because we've got a lovely salsa. Yeah, we've got a lovely salsa happening.
Much prefer a yellow or a red, but I will test and see.
Yeah. Yes, and it depends on your kids as well, because it's a great meal for the kids to actually prepare as well as eat.
Well, I like it how you can actually sort of lay it out on the table, and then they can put in as sort of much as they like. Although then maybe they won't put any. My son would just have chicken and cheese.
Yeah, but you know, when we've done this in the kids' classes, everyone has actually tried everything.
Yeah.
And it's really good. I always say to my kids as they were growing up, I love you. I'm not going to give you anything that is completely disgustingly horrible for dinner. And, you know, just give it a try. But trying is not like this, right? That's horrible. That's not trying, is it? No. Got to put it in your mouth and chew it and swallow it. Like no one's gonna die. All right, I'm going to put some salt in there for you as well.
Oh, thanks.
Stretching, very, very good for my calf muscles. This stretching over like that. Do you want to put some pepper on there as well? Just going to turn this over now because we've had raw onion on there, and it might be a bit like. That looks lovely. I have salted the chicken.
Thank you.
That looks really gorgeous. So let's go on to. I'll quickly do the lettuce to put onto the platter. So what I normally do at home is I'll do a plate up of some sour cream, some grated cheddar, some shredded lettuce, and I'm going to do a lovely salsa as well for this. So we've got loads of veggies in here, loads of veggies, and it's a really fantastic. I like this for Sunday night. You know,
do you?
Yeah, I do like this on Sunday night. I feel
There seems to be a few things you have on a Sunday night.
Yeah, because I do
Sunday night dishes.
Well, I do, because Sunday night's really the only night that we sort of that I definitely have the day off on Sunday, except for last Sunday when I was doing New York Nosh. But anyway, there we are. So let's have a look at the ingredients for the salsa. So you can use cherry tomatoes if you want to. We've got a really big tomato here, and I'm just going to take the eye out of that tomato, because if I was lazy and I left that in, who would get it in their fajita? Me. It's called karma, isn't it? So we're going to take the seeds out of those. Now, are we going to take the seeds out of those?
Yes, you are.
I tell you what you could do, because
just turn it off.
Yeah, it's turn it off. Pop your lid on here and just let
Is
it.
that big enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
perfect.
Excellent. So it's going to keep cooking in there, especially the heat in this pan.
And then we don't need to dirty another bowl.
Well, I'm going to have to
gonna
toss
put
it
that
for
in
serving,
anyway.
but
Okay.
that's all right.
Until
But
later.
it keeps that heat in there to cook it through.
All right, I'm just going to take the seeds out of the tomatoes like this into the bin. I love this because they can't see.
That
can
there's
they?
a bin. You just do it all over the floor.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the time you don't make the bin anyway. So.
Lucky the cameraman hasn't got this angle then, isn't it?
That's right.
Oops. It's all in the bin. I'm just tricking. All right. So here's our empty tomatoes.
So we take the seeds out.
Yeah, look. We take the seeds out so that I'm going to put some lime juice and some olive oil on here. And you know what? If it's too juicy, then you know, like you get your fajita and it all goes like that. It goes down your elbows, doesn't it? I bet that never happens to you, Bryony. I bet it's only me that happens to. I wonder if anyone else out there gets that as well. Same when I'm eating burgers.
Yeah, that's what I first thought it was,
what's
a
wrong
burger
with me.
with
All right.
too much in it. So we get the nice flesh of the tomato, but without the water content of the seeds.
Yeah. So we're going to put lime and olive oil on here as well. Actually, you could do the
that's
lime.
what I was going to
couldn't you?
say. If you
Shall
cut the
I
lime,
cut this? Because you can't do that with your bare hands. Cut that. Then she can help me, because I don't know about you, but I think you've probably been thinking, crikey, Tracy's doing all the work here and Brownie's just standing.
Well, you did say, do you want to cook or chop? And I said, cook.
I know.
Because
over there.
I was like, yeah, I'm cooking.
Yeah, I'm cooking. So with the lime, we've got to have balancing, right? So we've got the sweetness of the vegetables. We've got some sweet corn here.
Sweet corn, tomato.
Yeah, lovely Mexican sort of veggies.
Right.
How are we going there? We're on number 7. That's okay. Is that got enough oil in it, do you think, with the onions?
You want a bit more
Yeah. I do, only because, yeah. I can immediately hear that starting to fry again, which is what I like. I like that.
Right. So I've got that. I'll just see how much lime.
So
is
I'm just going to take the corn kernels off here, like this. Always lie the cob down, because if you stand it up like this and go like that, the corn sort of falls onto the floor. We wouldn't want that happening, especially not in this kitchen. We never get anything on the floor, do we? Do you, Brian?
No.
It's only me. Is that
All right. So
that's
a
done.
beautiful corn. And corn's beautiful raw.
It is. It is. I was making San Troy Bao for a video this morning, and sort of thinking that when I was a kid and we used to go to Chinese takeaways, like twice a year, it was a real treat to have Chinese takeaway. But whenever they had sweet corn in their dishes, it always used to be tinned sweet corn. I got Jolly Green Giant. That's what it used to be called. Tinned sweet corn. Don't have Jolly Green Giant over here. It's
I've
all
never
right. I used to eat out of the tin.
It sounds very Chinese.
It does, doesn't it? So we've got a nice Hass avocado here, and I'm going to use a large spoon to get that out, just like that, and just carefully cut it like that, and like that. Love it. And it goes. I might do the other half.
Yeah, and then the recipe says to pour the lime juice over the avocado.
Just to keep it.
Yeah,
from
so it doesn't go brown.
well,
So if you're doing it in advance, that's a good thing.
I suppose.
Toss it with the juice.
She's round to my side now. I've been everywhere, man.
But I'm going to put that in anyway.
Yeah.
And then
Salt.
I'll see what else
we'll
we're putting in
balance it out with
there.
a bit of salt.
The olive oil is a tablespoon.
And I'm going to put some coriander in there. So I'm going to use what I've got left of the root here and use the whole lot, because I know that it's been beautifully washed. I'd like a bit more coriander in here, I must admit, but we never
That's
ended
what
up
you've got, so
getting
you know.
any more. Yeah, so I did say I'd like. I didn't say I want
2 pinches
or anything
of
like
pepper.
that.
Well, we've got white pepper here. About that.
Beautiful.
I'm always too heavy on the pepper. All right, so you happy with that?
The onions?
Yes.
Yeah, I think just about. Just
Just
about.
about.
And I think we'll probably I'd like a lot more coriander. Double that coriander. I'll make sure that the recipe's corrected on the website. But
It says
it'll be
10 grams. She got
I know,
10
I
grams.
didn't
Now
want
she's
10.
complaining that that's
wanted
not
more.
enough.
I want more.
Did I do the salt? I did the salt. I did the pepper,
You
oil.
did.
Yep,
You
all
did.
done.
And
Okay.
if in doubt, this is what you
Taste
do.
it.
Because I can do this, because this is only for us. No one else is eating it. Oh, delicious. Delicious.
So you add more salt to balance out the
True.
sourness
Yes.
of the lime.
Completely, Bryony. So
And-
if you taste it and it's like, oh, really sour like that, then you want to add a little bit more salt to it. And you too will taste it and say, very similar to me, delicious. like
Delicious.
that.
Oh, look at this.
So you
now.
can mix it. Oh,
Oh, well, I'm too late. I'm mixing it in here.
okay.
Okay.
So you can either mix it
Well, you would have
together or separately. Doesn't matter,
complete
Bri.
sense.
Whichever. Just going to hit
Well,
me
they
in a
would have been
minute.
using one pan, so one would be out in a bowl already.
True.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
That's not a very attractive salsa bowl, is it? But anyway, there we are.
Okay.
Do you know what? I reckon that would be really, really nice. If you didn't want to do fajitas, you could then put some rice on a plate. You could put that on the top and some of the salsa on the top and some sour cream.
Gluten-free.
And Bob's your uncle, as they say in Mexico.
If I could think
this
of
Bob man. I
Yeah.
wonder where that came from. Oh, so hot. Hot.
Hot tortilla.
You can heat the tortillas in the microwave if you want to, or in the frying pans. But we've had other things in the frying pans. So to construct this,
Yeah.
because it's really important. It's like sandwiches, isn't it?
Do you want
A
this?
good sandwich is constructed really beautifully. Because if you get to the end of the sandwich around the crust part and you've only got the
I
crust part,
know.
that's why people don't eat those bits at the end, I reckon.
Don't eat their crusts.
Yep. So the trick is as well is just don't go too crazy. All right? Don't go.
I know. I've
Crazy,
always had
crazy
that
man.
issue where you've overloaded your tortilla.
That is just the
And you
one of
can't
those
wrap it up
awful
or
things.
it
Can
falls
you do
out.
Because
I
you've
don't
got
know.
the tongs.
I've got the tongs. Oh, tiny tongs.
Yeah, the super duper expensive ones. And then
I
whoa, she could go overboard here.
Yeah, I'm just making sure there's even chicken distribution along.
Yes,
'cause
so that
I
every
wouldn't like to not get a bit
Well,
of
we're
chicken.
going to cut this in half, aren't we? We're going to have half.
Yeah, so I'm
each.
going to have this half.
Why? Is it better than the
It
other
looks
half?
like it's got more chicken.
Does it? So a little bit of salsa there. I've got the cheese on, haven't I? And a little bit
Have
of
you?
sour. Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And look, you know, if you want to overload yours, Bri, when you do it, just fine, go ahead. But I'm doing this so that people are watching me being super
This is
sensible.
the right way to do it.
Being super sensible, not overdoing it, but it's still quite full, isn't it?
So you want a knife?
So, I don't know. No, see, and this is where I get a bit sort of like messy already, don't I? But I can't go like that because it won't. So we might have some of our thing falling out.
So you don't do the bottom tuck in and like a,
I
what
know,
is it,
usually,
a
but
year-
someone put quite a lot of chicken on there.
You started it!
So we've
right.
got
I've got microphones
this
on.
beautiful. I know, just mustn't eat our microphones. So I think we'll have to have a thing like that because this is going to be really yummy.
Well, you eat and then chew, so because like you know, then we can't talk or anything whilst.
Oh, okay.
So it's good.
I'm going to chew.
So hopefully you guys want to try this week. Great dish to do, as we said, for the family, right? Keep
Yeah,
chewing.
absolutely.
And then everybody can pick, and you know, you can get lots of veggies in there.
Oh,
as
absolutely.
well.
It's really delicious. I'm going to take another bite.
Excellent. So if you've got any comments or anything like that, then please share with us. Tracy's just going to keep going. But I thought it was my turn to eat.
Oh, yeah. A bit slow.
That's right. All right. So
Yeah, any comments, please post your comments down below. And down below. That's a bit too personal, that, doesn't it? Really? In the boxes beneath the video, on the comments page or whatever, on the comments thing, you know where I mean,
It's so
everybody.
technical.
And
My
we'll
turn.
come back and answer that. And next week,
Don't ask me. Oh, I'm eating now.
Next week, I
'Cause I
think
can't
we
think of-
might have. Hang on, it's coming. It's coming. We've already filmed it because I'm going to be at the lake.
Oh,
So
lucky you.
I think I said it was live on the film, but it's not.
It's a little bit of a lie.
What did we do?
I can't remember what I did
Oh
last
my gosh,
week.
it's fantastic! You've got to come back and watch next week, 12:30 Tuesday, next Tuesday, live but not live here at Matters of Taste. And meantime, enjoy your fajitas.
That's
Olé.
Yeah. Ooh.
Adios, amigos. Look at my